Got ourselves Fake, the Feral Druid, first up versus DJ. Question is, does he have mad damage? It's still, what is that stun? Oh! He didn't even give him a chance, dude. This is where I was like, why are you tricking him for it? He sent everything just to get that kill. Oh, I was gonna say for a second, like, is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go for the big go? This is gonna be a big setup. Try to run up next, getting blood up, and it's just gonna be a Feral Druid ripping him a new one. Into a quick stunner, as Fake is kind of left with not a lot of options in terms of breaking out of CC. He's got defenses, so as long as he plays it carefully, he might be okay. Try to run, taking a bit of damage, rallying cry just to bolster his health up a little bit here, leaping away. At some point, this blade should fall off, and maybe should get himself a bit of second win, but Fake is already moseying over to that pillar, trying to make sure he can prowl in stealth. Try to run. The best he could potentially do is maybe try to leap, try to get the Feral in combat. Feral goes in for root, is denied with a stun, maimed to follow. Is going to be trinket out to try to run. Bash them as he goes in for enrage regen. He can't heal. Kind of limited. Being a Feral Druid, it's hard to chase a cat. Does get himself a quick reset. And is not a long stun. Trying to get some bleeds in there. Trying to keep the consistent pressure rolling in. Quick fear as Fake busts out of that cat form. I don't know if he got a stun. I think he just tried to see if he could keep the Feral in his sights as best as possible. He's very concerned about the damage he's taking. The big old bites does go for the big roar bleed, but it's just not quite enough. The bleeds, the bites, all of those things eventually do melt your combatant. Up next, another one. Just getting absolutely devoured by a kitty cat over here. Oh man, cats right now are nuts. Into full stun, got himself full burst, but it's gonna be potentially a big setup. The Feral is able to escape with them right as you get ramped up, right as you get that blaze storm where you want to be right next to the Feral, giving him a good old hug. He's just gonna bail out of there instantaneously. Wait, did you leave? Oh, he's just absolutely like, you know what? My burst went out of the window. I'm gonna do a quick one. A quick, what am I trying to say here? A quick, not dealing with it. Fair enough, fair enough. This is a life of a warrior too, and they're about to nerf you guys too, so that's gonna feel better. Austin up next, trying to get some burst. Maybe look at an ice block. Wait, is he also? He also just gave up. Both combatant and Austin were just like, Ferals, what can you do? Literally just like, all right. Wait, okay. Conan is the last one. Does this man throw the towel in? Or is this Feral literally going to get everybody to leave? Oh no, quick charge into a fear. Taking a bit of that bleed damage though. He's got to find an opportunity, trying to go for a heal, but the Feral is backing up out of there immediately. I feel like at this point, what can he do? What can you do in this situation, actually? You got your defenses already rolling. You have a trinket. What are these mines, too? Is it just dead? Might be dead. He's trying to make sure he doesn't die, but I think it's over. It's over. That is a lot of damage out of a Feral Druid. Just an absolute metric amount of damage. Disarm for disarm. The Demoniac goes in versus Hockey. Phantom dice for either rogue. Get a shot, but it's a reversal by Hockey. Both rogues popping a trinket. Evasion out for Demoniac, but he does get hit without a death mark. He is the one running a death mark onto Hockey, or at least he tried to send it. It looks like Hockey is marked. He does get a bleed on him. He's bleeding out. I love the animation of the death mark, by the way. That line, oh, he got is a proper death mark. Back on the Demoniac. Cloak of Shadows to shed those bleeds. Hockey still has a Cloak of Shadows of his own in case he needs to, but Hockey's playing around the coin. So whenever he gets himself a finisher onto Demoniac, either he's amping up his own damage, or he's just doing instant cosmic damage back to Demoniac. So I wonder which one is going to be better, because that's a Deathstalker versus a coin flipping rogue. Look at these flipping rogues, man. As a Demoniac trying to get himself a bit of damage. Disarm for Hockey should have disarm of his own. You see a couple of fans? Get a shot. I don't know if it was enough. Hockey, you need something right now. Something, anything. As Demoniac trying to see if he can end it. Hockey got nothing left. Oh, he does take it though. That's twice. Are you dead? Are you dotted? That's twice him and Demoniac dueled each other. No, you don't gotta heal him. No, you don't have to heal him. No. Oh. So healing, I think it's perfectly fine if, let's say, the other person wants an honor duel, but you don't actually have to heal them like before their next duel. Yeah, they like, let it be a proper 1v1. Unless, let's say, Conan is like, hey, I want Hockey to get full health. before we actually duel each other. Yeah, so you don't have to actually like heal him or anything like that. Just a little bit. I feel it, but let's keep it 1v1 as clean to 1v1 as possible, yeah? Just to keep it fair. There's going to be situations where people are going to want to do an honorable match and be like, okay, I'm going to wait for them to get full heal. I'm just going to let them do the whole thing. Like, no, I'm just going to let them recover. At that point, yes, you could definitely, like, if they want an honor duel, you could help and heal them for a bit. Otherwise, let's try to keep it as 1v1 as possible, right? Just to make it fair for everybody, or as fair as you can in this kind of setting. Disarm to Conan, and still try to keep a grip onto Hockey as best as possible. Big Blade Storm, trying to see if you keep the pressure going. Evasion up for Hockey. Cold Blood to follow. Does he have a big Kingsbane? He got a Kingsbane. Hold on a second. Bombs. Oh, there goes the mines dropping in. Hockey better be careful with those mines. Try to see if you can waddle away from Conan. Did end up burning advantage. Try to see if you can walk out of there. But oh. You saw the cheat death pop, and Conan just wipes the cheat death, and he's just like, get out of here. Oh, man. Salt Strike. Are you trying to get an honor duel with Conan? Is that what's happening? It might be. If you give him a second, that is going to be, yeah, it looks like honor duel. Looks like Salt Strike. It's trying to make sure Conan at least gets an honor duel. I think maybe you feel bad about that, like, healing Hockey there a little. He's like, you know what? I want to make sure Conan at least gets a proper match. Like, that one was like, you know what I mean? Like, Conan won his last match and everything, but still, I do appreciate this, though. It's going to be a Stormbolt immediately by Conan. Blades right after. Got himself the Recklessness to follow up. Salt having to go for a Guardian as well as a wall. Trinkets out of this one too. So got himself no more trinkets. Conan, as long as he's staying high above health, he might just be able to overpower Salt. Salt has plenty of survivability. Like the last one, no more trinket out of Conan. As he's trying to give himself a little bit extra buffs. What was that? I'm not even sure what that buff is supposed to be. Stunned, but a Blaze Storm out of the Warrior. Fury Words of the Blaze Storm just to ignore CC is so freaking good. Salt kind of low, does go for the knock. Conan and leaps to create some space away from him, which is perfect. Stormbolt, super yard. This is actually pretty good. Salt, I don't know if you have anything. Ascendance, if you can just back away from the guy, he has an execute range, you got to do some damage. Oh, but Conan does end up swiping yet another life away. Is her body trying to go for an auto duel also? You are? Oh my god, you guys are actually just something. You guys are so wholesome. Letting the other guy get a proper duel. GG's, man. GG's. That was a close one, honestly. Once you got Ascent, if you got like distance and kind of slowing the guy, or at least if he doesn't have charges, I feel like you could just turn it around. It enhances some disgusting damage. On EU in particular, there was an enhanced shaman on Team Kragar at some point popped in, and he was just absolutely slamming. Every time you press Ascend, it was like, oh, it's over. You're facing the hand of God. Fear onto body. IBF is out. Hold on. Is that going to be another execute? Oh, just needed to continue the pressure roll, and Badia wasn't even gonna go anyway. He's like, you know what? I have the damage. I'm just gonna stay here. Does he get an auto duel though? Looks like Flex wants to give him an auto duel. Possibly. Badia doesn't want to do it. Badia's like, you know what? Just get in here. Get in here, my guy. Immediately charged it in. I think Flex was literally wanting to give you a proper auto duel, but there's just not much you could do. Not much you could do with a Hollow Crypt charging in into a camo by Flex. Does end up getting caught out in the open. Body shot right after is not going to get stunned. Is that AMS? And it's just AMS? No, it's AMS from the DKs. He got a random AMS from his, what is it? The Riders of the Apocalypse. And that ignored that stun from Body Shot. Disarm to follow. He doesn't really need his pets. He just needs a bit of Clawing Shadows, dots, and a couple of death quotes. He doesn't need a weapon. He just needs to make sure his pets are able to attack Flex. And Flex may just die to all these pets. Trying to go for a bit of that execute. Big damage out of Flex with a trigger to follow. Stun out of my own Holy Crypt. Got himself a bit of extra health to work with. He got a bit of range with the Lynchborn. He at least got himself DRs. Not a lot of health to work with. Turtle out of Flex. Trying to go for as much manic advantage as possible. And for Unholy Crypt, there just isn't much he can do to heal. He got Death Pact on him for a bit, so he's kind of necrotic out. If you can maybe get a bit of healing from the pet, he might be okay. Stun around the corner. You gotta get stunned. That's unfortunate. Able to line of sight. Flex trying to see if he can swing around the corner. Got traps and around to hopefully tether Holy Crypt towards the pillar, slow down his approach a bit. He's got the horse, so he's not gonna get slowed at all. He's at least recovering a bit of health. Look at that. He needs a lot more runic power, but he's able to recover a little bit of health. He may need AMS in the opener. He doesn't have a trinket for a stun or anything. Flex able to recover a bit of health here, just letting the pets do passive damage. Honestly, I don't even know how Holy Crypt wins this. Maybe if he stuns. Maybe if he goes in for a stun, but he's still recovering as much health as humanly possible. Flex is perfectly fine, just waiting. Got himself a camo, letting the pet die just to get a camo. Hold on. Wait, is your pet coming back dotted? It's out and calm. It's out in the open. He should be able to see ya. Many better than you. Setting the pet at the guy. You'll be able to pick up the eye. At least you have the information of where Flex is gonna be. But like, yeah. At some point, Flex is gonna try to see if he can swing around the corner into a stun onto Unholy. Does not have a trigger for this one. Flex got max range. He doesn't need to get near the guy. Maybe it's gonna be a big A-bomb with the riders. Unholy just needs to survive this long enough and keep Flex nearby to let the riders and the pets do work, but he just doesn't have a lot of health. The AMS shields are helping him against this explosive damage, but the physical damage burns right through him into a binding shot, knocked super far out. I think it's just over. Oh, the triple kill shot. Oh, here's the pets, here's the goal, and he makes sure to also land one right into the Death Knight with Flex surviving that would just fine. Death Knight almost had it, man. That was close. That was real close. Love to see it, though. This is going to be a Flex trying to see if he can veer in and out of the flare. Kineric immediately open it up. Flex with a trinket. Catching Kineric in a freezing trap immediately. Flex needs a heal. Many better just to drop off all of those dots. I don't know if he has first aid bandages. A second freezing trap around after Kineric goes in for a leap. Maim into a knockback. Flex trying to see if he can shade some dots with him. But unless you got a heal, man, I think it's over, right? Oh, he got Turtle Shell coming up soon. I don't know if he's got Survival of the Fittest. If he has Survival, maybe that'll give him enough health. Yeah, duh. Did he have like a rip on you or like a rake, or is that a moonfire? Like, it just feel like it was a lot in terms of dots. Just got enough of damage in order to get a vine proc or two, and it was over. Hadabi gonna be up next, as it's gonna be stunner by Kineric. Trinket out of Hadabi, got himself Icy Veins. Is gonna be a charge out of Kineric, but doesn't, or it's like a normal charge, like a bear charge, like a wild charge. Big damage out the mage though. Does have ultra in order to reposition. Steel just absolutely melting to those dots, dude. Even that burst damage is not even enough. This is not even what Kineric was looking for. He's just trying to set up some big damage. Look at the dots, dude. He altered and he's back to exactly where he was before he altered. There goes Ice Block. The amount of dot damage. It's just, Hanami can't even recover that. It's just going to be over, isn't it? Unless he can catch the Feral Druid, maybe hit him with a quick breath into a stunner. He doesn't have a trinket. Breath? Do you have a go? He doesn't go for the go. I think he wants to try to see if he can cut him out. Meteor slam it down, but he is nowhere near the Feral Druid. Trying to see if he can go for invis, maybe give himself a bit of DR. He really needed that whole breath, Ring of Frost into a Snowdrift, because he is playing Snowdrift. So if he had a Ring of Frost, breath, Ring of Frost, Snowdrift combo, and then combine the Meteor and everything, that might have been enough to take down the Feral if he's not in bear form. I don't know if he has a second block, so maybe if he can block off all those dots and go again. No, not before he goes down. That is unfortunate. Rapid Fire immediately goes in for a rapid fire onto Kineric, trying to see if he can deny him any kind of resets. For Kineric, he's got a trinket, Heart of the Wild, 56% dampening, so he should be able to survive this, hopefully. As for rapid fire, though, he really just needs to get himself a big break away and then just burns down Kineric when he has him in a full stun. Now that the Feral no longer has a trinket, there's a potential opportunity for damage. He just needs to maybe rotate a bunch of defenses, Turtle Shell for a second, but at some point he's just gonna have to stand still and just pile drive damage into him. But I don't think it really matters. I think the Feral dodges just enough to kill him. I think it's just over. Oh yeah, it's just over. Oh my god. That Feral dot damage, man. 100 break CC. Oh, I'm not even sure actually. That is a good question. I need to go back and look. But man, dude, the Feral dots. That's hard.